BMW i8 looks so powerful that you would think it's going to lift off any second now. But being a hybrid, performance is probably not the biggest concern here, or is it?
The BMW i8 is all about performance and about fuel efficiency. Just look at her beauty. Her lines and shape have dynamic and performance written all over her. And that's not despite the plug-in hybrid system, but because of it. Fitted on the front axle is the latest example of our new BMW eDrive technology. It's an electric motor that delivers 131 horsepower and 250 Newton-meters torque. On the rear axle operates the twin-power turbocharged three-cylinder engine. It is the ultimate lightweight unit, delivering an output of 231 horsepower and 320 Newton-meters of torque. This makes for an impressive 154 horsepower engine output per liter, which is a value you find in motor racing. The electric motor and the petrol engine deliver a combined maximum of 362 horsepower, which is good for a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour. The latest results from BMW test tracks show that the sprint from 0 to 100 clocks at just 4.4 seconds. So overtaking on roads will give a new meaning to your concept of acceleration, because the electric motor delivers torque practically from the standstill. Rushing the throttle packs an immediate punch, even eliminating the slight dip of delivery due to the common turbocharger lag. But driving performance is not about power alone. In fact, the BMW i8 introduces an all-new architectural concept. The entire body is basically split up into two segments, which makes for a low center of gravity and an equal weight distribution between the front and the rear axle. B, the body is in large parts made of aluminium and carbon fiber, which makes it light and rigid, which is essential for great road behavior. And C, the obviously aerodynamic body adds to the sharp driving dynamics and performance.
The design of a hybrid car is probably all about practical necessity. Stretch for better aerodynamics, aesthetic aspects are probably the very last concern, aren't they?
Don't worry. For us, practicality and aesthetics are two sides of the same coin. A dazzling design is a must for a BMW. The design of the BMW i8 conveys a strong, iconic character. It's dynamic at first glance. The long wheelbase, short overhangs, the sweeping silhouettes, powerfully formed surfaces, and precise lines. You might even think the BMW i8 is surging forward, even though it's standing still. And here we have the double kidney grille, the BMW icon that makes this vehicle's origins unmistakably clear. The grille is flanked by the equally iconic LED headlamps. Moving on to the bonnet, we have another eye-catcher. This V-shaped black belt starts here, runs along here, wraps itself across the entire car body to end over here at the rear, which looks pretty cool and dynamic. Viewed from the side, the BMW i8 has an ultra-flat silhouette, which seems to say loud and clear, dynamic sports car. From our position, we have a pretty good view of lines and surfaces interlocking and overlapping. BMW calls this layering. But the real stunner is these scissor doors. With no visible handle, they blend in perfectly well with the smooth lines of the car body. And when they're up, they won't even reach as high as 2 meters. So you'll have no trouble parking your car in any kind of public parking garage. The layering principle that we just saw resumes even in the BMW i8's interior. This creates a completely new relation between functionality and clear form. Sitting here behind the wheel makes the orientation of the cockpit towards the driver tangible. Even the center stick is aligned towards you, and that gives you that typical BMW sports car feel. What's new here are the sustainable materials. BMW has integrated a set of renewable and naturally treated raw materials. Also, it's a 2+2 seater.
The headlamps in my first car still had light bulbs. When LED lamps came up, I was quite amazed. But what is this new laser light supposed to be? Sounds rather like science fiction, doesn't it?
It was science fiction, but it isn't anymore. Wondering what this is? It's the first experimental setup from the BMW lab to prove the possibility of integrating laser technology into the BMW headlamp. And this is the final result. It's the latest addition to BMW's flashy LED light design. LED are standard in the BMW i8 for all lighting components, such as low beam, high beam, or indicators. The optional high beam headlights with laser technology now ups the ante when it comes to comfort and output. While this unit creates a light pleasant to the human eye, it produces a focused light spot with twice the visibility range of a conventional light. Its brightness is 5 times higher than its predecessors. At the same time, it uses less energy, and its light-emitting surface is 100 times smaller. The lights of the BMW i8 look good in more than just one way. Just check this design. The optional high-beam headlights with laser light technology include a typical BMW i U-shaped frame from which the running lights and the built-in indicators are operated. A second, wider light frame surrounds the innovative laser light unit and gives it a feel of three-dimensionality. This light concept unmistakably looks and feels like BMW i8. On top of that, the BMW i8 is the first mass production car to offer this new laser lights technology.
Well, it's feeling like a bright day, and it's in the air, yeah, it's in the air. It's something we'll never wait away, and it's something fair, yeah, it's something fair. Another reason to be on my feet. Can you hear me say? Can you hear me say? You know it's gonna make us all complete, and it's here today, yeah, it's here today. Ooh, and it's so easy, yeah, just ooh, and it's so easy. Well, it's feeling like a brighter day, and it's in the air, yeah, it's in the air. It's something we'll never wait away, yeah, it's something fair, yeah, it's something fair. Another reason to be on my feet. Can you hear me say? Can you hear me say? You know it's gonna make us all complete, and it's here today, yeah, it's here today. Ooh, and it's so easy, yeah, just ooh, and it's so easy. Well, it's feeling